This week's episode brought to you by Anchor. Learn how to create your own podcast using Anchor. More on that in a bit. Let's get to the show.
Sit, Carter, sit. Good boy. Laughter is much needed after the tragedy that happened this weekend.
Oh, I'm suffering from PTSD. I ripped my eyelashes out on my right eye.
And off we go. Hello, hello.
Hello.
We sound a little bit tired. Hopefully that's not the case.
We are.
Yeah, it's 9:47 on a Thursday night, so both of us are not expecting to do this nearly as late as we planned to.
No, and we're medicated, so we're on borrowed time.
Exactly. The sleep meds have been taken, dinner has been eaten, and we watched some Shameless. That's probably why we wanted to squeeze one more episode in, I think.
One more turned into 3.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
You know how it goes. Hey, as always, we appreciate you listening to this podcast, and we ask for your support. It is so simple to do so. All we need you to do is like, subscribe, share this podcast. Subscribe is a big one. Tell all your friends, and that's pretty much it. Anything you want to share with us at the Jeff and Cassie Show at gmail.com, at the Jeff and Cassie Show on Instagram and Facebook. You can also leave a voicemail, 317-426-9705.
I am dying for a voicemail.
I know. I got so excited. I got an alert the other day, but it was a false alarm.
That's so rude. I don't know where all my bitches are at on this.
Again, if you want to get a hold of us, the Jeff and Cassie Show at gmail.com and 317-426-9705.
Call us.
And the videos that we share on this, at the Jeff and Cassie Show on Instagram and Facebook, that's where we try to post them. Since this is not a video podcast as of yet, that is where you can go and see at least the videos that we talked about during each episode.
Yeah, just go and look and laugh with us.
And laughter is much needed after the tragedy that happened this weekend.
Oh, I'm suffering from PTSD. I ripped my eyelashes out on my right eye.
So the best part about this is Mother's Day, we ended up celebrating on Saturday, went and saw my mom, and I went to go pick her up. We were supposed to meet them at a specific time, which, you know, both of us are always running a little bit late to begin with, but the catastrophe that she just said kind of put us way for a loop.
It's funny to hear it now, but it really rattled me. I was curling my eyelashes. It was the last step in like my getting ready repertoire, and I just misstepped getting closer to the mirror. And when I went to catch myself, I yanked my right arm down, which had my eyelash curl in my hand, which had my eyelashes in it.
Oh, man.
And I ripped them clean out, and it hurt so bad.
That does sound painful. You sent me the photo, and I was like, oh, my gosh. Mind you, I had not seen you all day because we were both out working during the day.
Hustling.
And I'm sitting downstairs in the car just waiting, and I'm like, where is she? And then finally you texted me, and I thought, oh, man, I feel for you so bad because, one, we're both kind of vain individuals.
Oh, I'm vain, for sure.
And two, it's like that pain. I don't even know what that would feel like.
It was so shocking that I was looking down and looking at my eyelashes stuck to this devil device. I mean, like, that didn't just happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying not to cry because, well, it hurt and I was horrified. I think I told you I felt like I looked like a cancer patient. I was very dramatic. It was a bad scene.
You covered it up very well. Now, you said, oh, no, other women are going to notice. That's just how we are. But
yeah.
I thought if somebody's really staring that close, then...
then you deserve to see the horror that is my naked eyelid.
I don't think it was that bad.
It's not fully naked. I still have the outside on my right side. It's just kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's just now starting to not be swollen.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And that's why I offered, because knowing the person that you are, I was like, look, if you're traumatized by this, you don't have to go if you don't want to.
I wanted to go. I love your mom.
Oh, I know. It ended up being a great time.
Yes, we had a great night. I got way too drunk because the trauma. And but I was smart enough to take Tylenol and drink water when I got home, so my old self didn't feel too bad on Sunday.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually felt pretty good the next day as well. Oh, I forgot. I tried to tell you, why don't you wear your glasses? That might help because you don't pay attention to people's eyes as much, I feel like, when they're wearing glasses, or at least I don't.
Yeah. And I don't really wear glasses. I wear blue lights at work, which I
Right.
leave at work. And then I have fake ones that are just for fun because I'm a 12-year-old girl who likes Claire's, apparently. I did wear the glasses for a little bit, but your mom made me take them off. She
That's
said
what
I
I was
didn't
going
need
to say.
them.
She's like, take those off.
Oh, it was so nice.
I think Mom got a little saucy, a little sauced up.
She was a little saucy.
I mean, she's a lightweight, so yeah, but she was having a great old time. We got to go see some live music, which was nice. Great food. I guess we can say it. It's a brewery in Rushville,
Yeah.
Indiana.
Fish Moon.
Fish Moon, yeah. Shout out to them. Even better than I expected. It was really good. Great food, great drinks, great room.
Oh, that place is beautiful. I'm just a sucker for exposed brick. Call me a basic bitch. I don't really care. It was beautiful and I would live there.
Yeah, it's in downtown Rushville.
Downtown.
So. Yeah, great performance from the great Sean Lamb Band from that area. And I tell you, it was just a great time. But it was awesome to see Mom feeling a little extra good.
I think we all needed that dose of normalcy.
Which, by the way, CDC just announced today that in certain situations, if you're fully vaxxed, no more masks in certain situations.
I'm ready to raw dog all situations.
Raw dog. I'm raw dogging through this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm vaccinated. It is what it is. I'm done.
My biggest thing is how can you tell if somebody's been vaccinated? It's not like polio where you had, the dots on your arm, the burn marks from the injections.
I mean, carry your card. Maybe I think they should do I've always thought this. They should do an app for your identification, like your driver's license, because there's a scan code on the back of those. You can't fake it. If it's not you, it's not you. I mean, you can download your vaccination record and then that's your entry to all the things.
Yeah. I don't care what I have to do. I'll do handstands if I need to. I got to go see a concert or something. All right. I wanted to try something new.
Okay.
You have a little bit of a superpower when it comes to dad jokes. I wanted to try this out and see how we did.
Yeah. Dad jokes, kid jokes, just dumb jokes. I like to figure out the answer, and I'm right a lot of the time.
You are. I mean, you're not perfect, but by any stretch of the imagination. There are some, but I thought we would try a few today to see.
Okay.
And I've not seen these. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the first one. What do you get when you put a sheep on a trampoline?
Can I think about it for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay. A sheep on a trampoline.
Mm-hmm. What do you get when you put a sheep on a trampoline?
I don't know, like a bounce or something.
It is
a woolly jumper. Oh, yeah. No, that escaped me.
Well, we're really proving your superpower so far.
Well, if it doesn't work, we can just cut this whole thing out.
What did the egg say to the boiling water?
Don't crack me?
It'll be a minute before I get hard. It just got laid by a chick.
Why would I get that one?
So what did the egg say to the boiling water? It'll be a minute before I get hard. I just got laid by a chick.
Ew.
Boy, this is interesting. By the way, we're getting these at random from dadjokegenerator.com. Who knew of such
I gotta
a
get
thing?
one or I'm gonna look like a fraud.
I know. Let's see if we can go with this one.
You need a kid joke one.
A baby seal walks into a club.
Oh, that's it. He's dead.
Ouch.
Same diff.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you a half a point on that one.
Bullshit. Okay.
All right, how about another? Horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
He's like, I'm a horse. What's your excuse?
And the horse says, "I'm finally realizing my alcoholism is driving my family apart."
My answer works.
I'm really...
Okay, so here's the thing. It's not dad jokes. It's kid jokes.
Oh, kid jokes.
It's kid jokes. These have like they have an adult undertone.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember some of them. All I know is that my friend Stephanie likes to try to stump me. And there was a time, I think it was her daughter's first grade. They were doing a joke a day for fun at school. And she would come to work and think that she would stump me and she would get pissed that I would know the answer.
All right, we'll try some kids jokes then. This from Beano.com, another great joke generator. When does coffee taste like mud?
When you get to the grounds.
When it's ground. There we go.
See?
Maybe we're on to something here. All right, next one. What does Santa use to bake cakes?
What does Santa use to bake cakes?
It's an ingredient that you actually do use in cakes.
I mean, I'm not a cake maker.
Elf Rising Flower.
Oh, that was hard.
Boy, this bit is really going well.
You can cut it.
How about this one? No, I'm not going to. We'll get one. Maybe it's just your off night. Maybe it's because we're so tired.
I got one.
Oh, yeah. 1 out of like 20.
1 out of 2 because these are kid jokes, not
Who
dad
tells
jokes.
the funniest egg jokes?
Egg jokes?
Mm-hmm. Who tells the funniest egg jokes? EGG.
The farmer?
Comida hens.
No, kids don't know things like this.
I'm really disappointed.
I know. I'm struggling. I'm sorry.
One more. What insect is the most untidy? What insect is the most untidy?
I don't know. Don't tell me.
Okay.
A dirt bug? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The litter bug.
Motherfucker. See.
Okay, well, since you said that I'm getting the wrong list of jokes here, here's what I want you to do at home. Email us or let us know on Facebook, The Jeff and Cassie Show
You're
at
putting me on the
gmail.com.
spot.
I thought this was, you've said this whole time this was your superpower.
Okay, so I'm going to have Stephanie call in and back me up on this.
Well, something. Just give me a list of jokes.
A list of jokes?
Yeah,
Okay.
that way I can.
That's bad.
Well, this bit just went to shit.
It really did. Sorry.
How about we move on to top teen shows of all time?
Like shows with teens in them or shows for teens?
Well, shows for teens over the years. What do you think, without looking, would be the number one teen show of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. You think that was a teen show?
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I thought it was, well, I guess you're right. Way off, and I would have never guessed this either. Number one, Friday Night Lights.
Oh, I never watched that.
This, according to ew.com, EW.com. I've never heard of this website. Let's see. Number two, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, so I went back too far.
The OC at number 3.
I've never watched any of these.
Beverly Hills
I did watch that.
90210 at number 4.
R.I.P. Dylan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks.
Never watched it.
I watched a couple seasons. It was pretty good. It's where a lot of those comedians of today got their start, like Seth Rogen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew.
Jason Segel, another one. James Franco.
I was gonna say, is that James Franco?
Yeah. All right. Also, Gilmore Girls
Never
at
saw
number
it.
6. My So-Called Life.
Just recently started watching it again.
1994. Wow.
You can see the generational difference here.
Yeah. Veronica Mars. And see, that's what I thought. I thought there would be some more of the classic shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at number 9.
I did watch that.
On rounding out the top 10, Dawson's Creek.
I was a Dawson's Creek watcher. Were you a Dawson's Creek watcher?
No.
Why?
Who was it? Vanderbeek that was in that?
Yeah, but every boy loved Joey.
Looking at the rest of the list, Daria, which was awesome. Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Drake.
Felicity. Wonder Years.
Oh, still a good one.
At number 14, I'm surprised.
Oh, that's a great one. Party of 5.
Moesha.
I liked that one too.
Vampire Diaries.
No.
You're a vampire aficionado, though.
No, that's too cheesy. I mean, I like Twilight and True Blood, but
Gossip Girl.
no.
A Different World.
Yes.
70s Show.
Yes. Yes, that's good too. Never Have I Ever. That's a great one.
Boy Meets World at number 23.
I was too old when that came out.
Oh, it was great, though.
That's because you were a child when I was old.
Happy Days.
No.
Happy Days. What? Happy Days was great. Saved by the Bell.
R.I.P. Screech. Ooh, Square Pegs.
I've never
was a
even heard of
great
that.
one.
That's showing your age there.
Okay, scroll back. What year did that say it was?
1982.
Okay, you're welcome. I was 3.
Facts of Life.
Perfect.
Glee.
No.
Sabrina the Teenage
No.
Witch. Beavis and Butthead.
No.
Smallville. One Tree Hill. We Are Who We Are. Don't know that one. Sister.
Watched it.
Riverdale.
No.
Elite. Teen Wolf. I didn't know there was. This was
A
from
spin-off
2011.
show.
Oh, spinoff of the original.
Well, it wasn't a show. It was movies, right?
Yeah. Lizzie McGuire. Welcome Back, Cotter.
Oh, this is all over the place.
Well, yeah, it's of all time.
Oh, that's too much. I mean, there could be thousands on this list.
Pin 5.
No. Pen 15.
Pin 15, I'm sorry.
Because
which
if
is,
you look at it, it looks like it says penis.
Which, by the way, I wrote a note to a girl in like 7th grade.
About your Pen 15?
No, as I was finishing the love letter, as they called it. I said my pen is running out, but
Penis.
it was pen and is were really close together for some reason.
Penis.
Because my handwriting's always been awful.
That's a great show. I have turned a few people onto Pen 15.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about it quite a bit.
It's a good one.
And that's about it for the
a bunch
list.
of shit I've never heard of.
Did you think there was one missing from the list?
Yes, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, it wasn't on there at all, but is that technically a teen show?
Well, I mean, I think maybe it starts off as a family show, and then as the kids get older, and as you, as the watcher, gets older, yeah, I think it's a teen show.
Maybe that's a poll I need to put up on.
I mean, they address real issues.
That's true. At the Jeff and Cassie show on Facebook, maybe I'll throw up a poll there if I remember.
Don't throw up.
No, definitely not going to do that. Our new news segment, which we call Out of Context. You want to get into that?
Oh, yeah, I do like Out of Context.
Out of context.
My dick fell off!
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh! He needs some milk!
All right, Out of Context. The way this works is I'm going to play a little news clip, and Cassie has to see if she can figure out what exactly is going on here with the little sound bites that I got.
And hopefully it's better than the joke reel, because that was bad.
The joke reel? Oh, yeah.
Well, like the joke game. Whatever.
It's all for fun.
I'm medicated, damn it.
You're starting to sound insane.
Well, that's what happens.
I got to have her back by 11, folks.
I turn into a gremlin at midnight.
All right, Out of Context number 1. Here is the sound.
Your name's not Butt 3000, you yo-ho.
Buck what, 3,000?
All right, I'll let you listen to it one more time here.
Your name's not Butt 3000, you yo-ho.
Butt fuck 3,000.
What's going on here?
So is that maybe like a kid getting in trouble at court, and that's like his screen name or something?
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Maybe we have discovered your special power. All right, yeah, a guy in
Random shit.
Michigan got yelled out by a judge when he showed up to a Zoom court appearance, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but it makes sense. His username was Buttfucker3000.
That's awesome.
We'll bring this fool in. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Butt 3000, you yo-ho. Logging into my court with that.
You yo-ho.
Screen name. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online.
Boy, that judge was not having it, and I don't blame him. How in the world do you sign on and not know that your name... Also, how are you doing this in, say, meetings at work, and your name is Buttfucker3000?
If I had to guess, this gentleman was borrowing someone else's laptop, and that someone else's Buttfucker3000.
Either way, the judge was like,
no.
You're going to sit in timeout for a minute and
Not
think
today,
about what you've
Buttfucker.
done. Didn't you say somebody applied for a job and their email was like something 69?
So, yeah, my friend Stephanie, her dad was in the market for a new job, and he called and asked for help with his resume. So she said she'd help him. And, you know, you put your email at the top just along with all your other demos, and his email is Hognut69. All of his friends call him Hognut.
Hognut69.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Boy, I really like this guy's resume. Man, he's really good. All right, let's go ahead and email him back. Let's see here. I got to type this in. Raw Dog 69, or what was it?
Hognut.
Hognut. Raw Dog. I mean, use that as a burner account or something. Use
It
that
was
for
his
all-
nickname. I mean, this is a grown-ass man in like his 50s.
You can't have like Snoop Dogg 420 at hotmail.com.
Right.
and
We've all had dumb handles growing up with the internets over the
speak for
years.
yourself.
Whatever. You never had a dumb handle.
Never.
Lies.
All right, out of context, news story number 2.
So if you had to let it go, you had to let it go. Oh, that's funny.
All right, there's a little bit of that. We'll play it one more time.
So if you had to let it go, you had to let it go. Oh, that's funny.
You got to let it go. You got to let it go.
Farting.
Yeah, you think that's it?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who it might be?
Well, that's Whoopi Goldberg's voice.
Okay, you got that. I see. At first, I knew who it was, but I didn't know if you were going to be able to pinpoint that because she's sounding a little bit, she's always had that raspy voice, but now she's kind of sounding old and raspy.
It's Whoopi.
So Whoopi Goldberg recently talked about how she got her name Whoopi, and it's actually from a whoopee cushion.
No way.
Her real name is Karen Johnson, but she passed gas so often the people kept saying she was like a whoopee cushion, so she changed her name.
I never knew that. I knew she had a very regular standard name because Whoopi is very special, obviously.
Yeah.
Karen Johnson. It is Caryn, but still.
And not Goldberg either, so
No.
she's not Jewish.
Well, good for her for just picking things out of a hat.
Yeah, but she's very gassy.
Felt.
Sister Act, whatever her name is, she's passing a lot of gas.
Oh, see.
We had a small theater in San Diego called the San Diego Rep, and it was that big, and there was no backstage, and so if you had to let it go, you had to let it go.
Oh, that's funny.
And so people would say, "You're like a whoopee cushion." And so I was whoopee cushion,
That's
and whoopee
hilarious.
cushion.
That's
And my mom
cushion.
said, I don't know if anybody's going to take you seriously being called whoopee cushion. And I said to her, "Oh, great namer of the stars. What should I use?" She said, "Well, you might as well use one of the family names." She's called us,
So
whatever.
it is one of the family names.
Okay.
Well,
I never knew that. Cool.
I had no idea either. See, you learn something every week on this show. Out of context number 3, last one for our news stories this week. All right, one more time. What do you think's going on there? Sounds like you last. I'm just kidding. Hey now.
Hey, someone has a mouthful of something.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
A beverage.
You think it's a beverage? Well, okay. What kind
She's
of
trying not to swallow.
What kind of beverage?
A shitty alcoholic beverage, like a Jägermeister. Like,
Okay. All right. She's trying to swallow a.
Trying not to swallow.
Trying not to swallow. All right. Here's what it is. Woman with the world's biggest mouth. I don't know if this is true or not, but internet star Samantha Ramsdell claims to have the world's biggest mouth, and she aimed to prove it by posting a video of herself eating an entire McDonald's large fry in one bite.
Is there a clip? Because I think that I've seen her on TikTok.
I have the audio.
Can I do this large fry in one bite? We're about to find out.
Oh, I think I have to look.
Okay.
I really think that this is the girl from TikTok. Everyone thought that she was using like a big mouth filter, and she is not. What's her name? Samantha Ramsdale?
Yeah, Samantha Ramsdell.
Ramsdell. It is her. Look, everyone tthinks that's a filter, and she really just has this colossal mouth.
Good Lord.
Look at that.
That doesn't look like a bit. They're packed in there.
Oh, she is shoveling those in. We should share this clip because that's really awesome.
She looks like a chipmunk. But I wonder. I think I could do a large McDonald's fry in 2 bites. I think.
No fucking way.
If I was like savagely hungry.
In 2 bites?
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean,
3.
I would give you like a time frame, like a fast time frame, but not a bite frame.
I was gonna say sometimes those fries don't even make it home.
Well, if they're hot and salty, then that's great.
I'm just sitting there eating the baglers the entire time.
Like, sorry, some of yours spilled out. That's a shitty thing.
And
to
now
do.
they're all mine.
in my belly.
One of the things that has been fun on this podcast is checking out our friend Rachel.
We love Rachel.
Rachel is from Atlanta, I believe, and she is very lively, very overacting, very overdramatic.
Animated.
Very
I
animated.
don't know why she has to be overly anything. She just is who she is.
And she has psycho eyes. If you've seen the videos that we've been posting on Instagram and Facebook at the Jeff and Cassie Show, you know exactly what we're talking about.
So many people have reached out and want to know where to find her on social media because they want to see it for themselves and just be part of her following. She's pretty fun.
Absolutely. The first clip, it's very short, so here we go.
Holy God, it's beautiful out today.
Oh, I mean,
Holy God, it's beautiful out today.
it's that vocal fry.
It's so beautiful out. But she's a professional voiceover artist. That's what's crazy.
Holy God, it's beautiful out today.
She looks maybe freshly Botoxed. Her forehead didn't move just then.
Oh, really?
I'm jealous. Yeah. I need a little something.
Yeah, who was that animated on? Like, if I ever do a video on social media or anything like that, I'm just talking normal, or at least I feel like
You're also a dude.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean...
But Rachel does have a cooking show, which we like to feature a clip from.
Pan-roasted Chilean sea bass, cumin-scented quinoa, ancho chipotle emulsion, and big boy Brussels sprouts.
Yum.
I've got interesting news, and I've got good news.
Oh, where you froze it. Oh, man.
Oh,
I
so
almost
perfect.
think she's prettier without makeup on.
I think she needs to do something about her eyes because...
Nah, just who she is.
I don't
Look at
think-
how different she looks there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, she's done up for
But I mean,
her
because
show.
Well, her eyes are not out of their pocket.
Oh, yes, they are. Watch.
No, right there. But not when you had it paused.
Pan-roasted Chilean sea bass, cumin-scented quinoa, ancho...
Yeah, she does kind of relax after the first initial...
Well, I mean, when you had it paused.
Yeah.
That still.
Maybe
of
she's
her.
been listening to us and she's trying to tame her psycho
Don't
eyes.
listen, Rachel, if you're out there, don't tame anything.
We're here for it.
I love it. Be you, girl.
Tonight is my first proper dinner party of the season. And by proper, I mean, I move my table outside, I set it up, you sit down, and I bring you food.
Good Lord.
Okay, I'll go to that.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, she just puts so much into these videos.
I love it. I'm part of. Yes, please invite me.
No, she is great. But man, if you get to see what we've talked about as far as the videos we're sharing online, man.
I mean, listen.
Crazy eyes.
It's a spectacle for sure. It's the comment thread with Michael Jackson eating popcorn. That's how I feel about her. I'm just fucking here for it.
All right, we told you this episode is brought to you by Anchor. And the cool thing about Anchor is you can create your own podcast just like us, and it's easier than ever before.
It's for free.
That's the best part.
That is the best part. Everybody likes free.
So Anchor does pretty much everything for you. It's a podcast in a box, essentially. They make it as simple as possible. They have all the creation tools that'll allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. That's all you need is that little smartphone you got.
And we all have one of those. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. It can be heard on Spotify, Apple, and many, many more platforms.
You can actually make money from your podcast, no minimum listenership. You'll start earning money right away. Anchor will provide all those ads for you.
I mean, it's really everything you need to make a podcast all in one place.
Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Stories from the road. We started this last week. If you've ever wanted to know what it's like to be a Lyft or an Uber driver, it's so much fun.
It sounds awful.
No, it's actually not that bad. You've done it once, right?
I did it one time a couple of years ago on New Year's Eve. I didn't have any plans and I just wanted to do something different and feel like I was helping someone. I was just, I don't know. I wasn't drinking at the time. I was just like, let me do something else because somewhere someone has done me probably plenty of solids to me on New Year's Eve. So I just kind of wanted to pay it back.
Instead of being hammered, you were driving the hammer.
Yeah. And it was super fun. Don't get me wrong. But one night was enough, going out at 8 or 9 o'clock and then rolling in the wee hours of 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. Not my bag.
I really wish that I could get you or somebody.
Well, you're not going to get me to, but you could get somebody to.
I got another text today. $1,000 if I recommend a new or former driver, and then they get $1,500 after the first 100 rides.
That's so many rides. Like if that's your primary gig, that's so doable.
It's not though.
But when I think about working 8:30 to 5
What's
and then
100
trying to
divided by
do that,
30?
3.333333333
Okay, so that's how many you would have to do per day. 3 rides is nothing.
every day.
You don't have to do that. You can do 6 one day.
Dude, there are days where I've talked so much at work, I drive home in utter silence. No fucking thank you.
Sometimes, though, that it is silent. I would say it's more silent than not.
It's just not for me.
I get it. It's not for everybody. But it is kind of fun to bring home some of these stories.
That is fun.
And one of the things that I've learned that drives me insane, not necessarily just being a Lyft driver, but people in general, especially in public, who exude unnecessary noises.
Like what kind? Like bodily noises or just...
The entire 20-minute ride.
Oh, Stephanie's going to love that. Do you ever have anybody that eats while they're in your car? Or that's fucking terrible.
Exactly. No, that or people talking on the phone the entire time. But yeah, especially the unnecessary noises. I didn't... the throat clearing gets me too. Like every 2 seconds, it's like, do you need
lozenge?
Do you need to go ahead and get a trach? I mean, what's going on here? They weren't in the best shape in the world, so they basically
just huffed and puffed the whole ride.
And then when they started singing, it was like half moaning, half just heavy breathing.
Quit it.
And I'm just sitting there.
That's bad.
My hands, I could hear her over my music. That's how bad it was, because she had headphones in too. And
she was singing along to her music.
Yeah, but it wasn't singing. It was just...
Did she die?
I know. That's what I thought. I thought, should I just go ahead and take a detour to IU Health or something like that?
I mean, there's not much exhausting about riding in the backseat of a car.
Eesh. I'm out of breath from just sitting here. But obviously, my hands started sweating, and I started gripping the steering wheel a little tighter because I'm like, oh, is this trip over with yet?
Yeah, that's annoying.
This one didn't actually see, as far as giving them a ride, but I saw them just strolling down the street. It was 2 dudes wearing Adidas tracksuits.
Oh, 3-stripe life.
And they were matching. Like, they both had red striped, and I thought, what are you guys, brothers? Like, what's going on here? And this was a Monday night, and it was... I would say like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and they were just walking down the street. I was like, is this the mob? Is this Soprano-style stuff? What's going on here?
See, but they were Fila. I mean, some of them were some other stuff, but Fila was big in that show. Maybe they were... you went mob. I went maybe they were a couple. Some couples match.
Yeah, they didn't look like the couple type, but hey, I don't know.
You don't know. I mean, yeah.
Exactly. I'm just guessing that wasn't the case. Maybe it was.
I mean...
But also, if you're going to go hang out with your bud... Are you going to show up in this? One of you has got to change. You're like, we can't be wearing the same shit.
No, man. This is my favorite outfit. You go change.
My favorite, this happened last night. Drunk girl, she was on the spectrum because she told me. One of those people that just says way too much for an initial conversation. And I get the idea she was on something, definitely drunk, maybe mixed with something else. I don't know. Maybe it was just drunk, but man, first of all, when I go pick her up, it's on this really dark street in Broad Ripple, and she is leaning up against the car, and then she gets in and she's on the phone, and she's already like explicitly talking to this dude like, you're such a fucking asshole, and then all this nonsense. And then I hear she ends the conversation. It's like, well, do you want to fuck or not? So then I knew where I was taking her, which was
his place,
quite a long ways away, mind you. So then she goes on to tell me her whole life story and just all this nonsense that is, you could tell she was on the spectrum. I'm not going to lie.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
She was very touchy. She touched me once and said, oh, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I'm very touchy? I said, well,
she's on Molly.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't care that she touched me the one time, but since she asked, I said, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's not a big deal. You didn't offend me. And she was very overly apologetic. So she had some sort of paranoia going on, too.
I'm going to kick her ass.
But then she continued to touch me after that. Like, it was like 5 minutes later, she just, whenever she would talk to you, it's one of those people that, they put their hand on your shoulder or
was
some
she in the
nonsense.
front seat?
No.
Oh, okay.
But she was leaning up, too, to talk to me.
Yeah,
like
in the middle, like where the console is?
Well, no, like hugging the front passenger seat.
I could see it, yeah.
And looking at me like I'm going to look over at her and actually have a conversation. I'm driving on the interstate. And this was just crazy. The guy called her several times, and then she would be like, oh, he's such a nice guy. He's an asshole.
They sound like they're perfect for each other.
Back and forth. And she told me at one point, she's like, this is a good guy, but he hurt me one time, and I just want to fuck him over for a little while. And I was like, oh my God, there is so much going on here. Acted like she was one of the worst passengers in the world, which she wasn't. And I told her, I said, no, this is, you're not being bad at all.
I kicked the guy out last week, bro.
Especially, yeah, exactly. Especially after she gave me like $15 to go to the liquor store. And see, I felt bad because I wondered if the next day she'd be like, I gave him how much? But it was like she gave me a 10 and 5 ones just to stop like on the way, which was cool. But at the same time, I think she was like trying to make up for her psychotic behavior.
So do you know what she bought at the liquor store?
Beer, because she was bitching about how he only had 2.
Okay. I was just wondering if she just like cracked open a bottle on the drive there, because I'm envisioning her puking and not fucking anybody when she got there.
Yeah. It sounded very well. She wasn't that messed up. I mean, she was clear-headed, but she also said, I've been vaccinated since February, so if you don't care, then I don't need to wear this mask. I'm like, vaccinated since February. Yeah, okay.
If she's a nurse, that's very possible.
She said she was a caseworker, which made me very concerned for the kids that she's dealing with. I mean, we all like to cut loose, but she sounded like she had a couple screws loose. But I don't know, because eventually she was talking about how she felt like she was bawling out, like she felt like she was living in a ritzy neighborhood now. And I get it, she told me that she comes from scum and whatnot, but the place that she was living in was pretty shady. At least the neighborhood was.
I mean, it's all about the come up, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think she has an OnlyFans.
She probably does. And
that's social.
And I would not want to see it.
No, I mean, that's social work.
All right, want to get on to some TikToks?
Yeah.
All right, Cassie always curates this for us. She is a watcher of TikToks.
Mm-hmm. TikTok voyeur.
Working the algorithm to where it's the video. It's usually not the videos that you see everybody else watching, the funny people dancing, I like
those too.
You've got your own little lane of TikTok.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster right now. I think I've been liking too many like girly things. But that's okay.
You got to bring it back.
It's fine to have that side of me come out once in a while.
This is my new outfit. If you don't like it, leave. If you do like it, you could buy it.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
I love her.
This is passing, I'm homebound.
All right, so it's an older lady here.
It's a grandma.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like she has her own merch now.
She has her own merch.
Nice.
She started doing TikToks, I think, for just like a little social aspect and reaching out there. And she'd be like, this is my outfit of the day. It'd be like a pink top and, brown slacks. And she would have commenters be like, that's dumb. She'd be like, if you don't like it, don't look. If you don't like it, don't look. Like, she would be like, basically, fuck you. I wear what I want. And people talked her into getting some merch. And now she's got merch.
That's cool.
I love it. I would wear that.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this video is it looks like she's wearing khaki sweatpants or something.
Oh, yeah. That's some grandma lounge. Look at her orthopedic shoes.
Oh, yeah.
That's some grandma loungewear. If you don't like it, leave.
This is my new outfit. If you don't like it, leave.
The slow-mo.
Her face doesn't change.
The slow-mo. I love an older person with technology. It just makes me happy. And I've watched quite a few of her videos and I loved every single one of them. So
she definitely has a grandkid or something who's doing all the technical work. But these are quality videos for someone of her age.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably in her 70s or 80s.
She's an entrepreneur. She's like, I'm going to put my grandkids through college.
I love her. I would like a coffee mug with that on there.
There you go. I'll have to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on
Okay,
here?
So this girl is not a fan of the Ray Dunn line of things. It's just like basic white utensil holder, and it just says utensils on it in like all caps.
Hey, shout out to Ray Dunn though, because she has come up with like the most ingenious plan to just basically come up with a standard looking
napkins.
Yeah, and
Q-tips.
say, okay, I'm going to put this stupid saying on it, and boom.
Right, and people fucking love it. There are Facebook groups and mom groups and Ray Dunn lover groups. Well, this girl makes her own merch that says just random stuff. I mean, she had a 10 that said butt stuff, male tears. The soap dish said I eat ass. So what she does is she makes this fake Ray Dunn stuff and she goes and she just drops it at Home Goods with all the other things to buy.
So people are thinking, oh man, Ray Dunn is really, she's going to the darker side now.
Right. Or someone gets the humor and wants to buy it, but you're not going to be able to buy it.
Castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy there.
Male tears.
Butt stuff.
She calls it drop lifting instead of shoplifting, because when you shoplift, you take something and you leave. She's dropping it off and leaving, so she calls it drop lifting, and I love it.
I just want to see her try to buy it because she's going to take it up to the register. It's not going to have a tag on it.
That's what she's waiting on.
And then all of a sudden the guy has to come on in a loudspeaker. I need to get an item check on soap dish that says I eat ass.
From the Ray Dunn line.
It's from the Ray Dunn line here at Home Goods.
Yeah, that girl has an Etsy shop too, so I guess people are like into it. But wouldn't that be fun if you like had a girlfriend or an aunt or something who just was Ray Dunn everything and you just kind of slid a non-one in there to see when they notice? I think it'd be hilarious.
I'm down for it because I hate all these inspirational quotes. You walk into somebody's house and it says, I don't know, home sweet home.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. Or our favorite, the stars on the side of the house.
That means you're a swinger.
You've said that.
I read that.
So the stars like you see on the side of barns and whatnot, a big Midwest thing, it seems like.
Yeah, big Midwest swinging thing.
I need somebody to confirm this.
I don't think those people are pretty private.
So if you know if that's true, let us know. Jeff and Cassie Show at gmail.com.
You had a great date over the weekend. Mm-hmm. It's Wednesday now and you haven't heard from him. What do?
You hold a funeral for him. So just go and get some nice flowers and maybe invite a friend over and just lay him to rest. Because if he hasn't texted you from the weekend, from Saturday, and it's Wednesday, he's dead to us. And that's okay, because there's another Brad or Chad right around the corner.
Another Brad or Chad.
I mean, this is definitely the girl perspective on dating these days. I mean, we met on a dating site. Mm-hmm. We met on the Tinder. But I don't know, as a dude, have you ever gone through that? Have you been ghosted?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ghosted?
Oh, for sure.
You have?
Yeah.
That's such a dick move.
Well, it goes both ways. And once you've been ghosted, I hate to say it, but sometimes you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to pay somebody back.
That's so shitty.
I agree.
Oh, see, and one time, but I don't really even feel like I ghosted him. We went out once and just talked a little bit afterwards, but he literally told me, we had like a lunch date on like a Saturday afternoon or something. He literally told me in a text later, he doesn't think a relationship would ever work out with us because we have different political views.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you're a dick. So, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm done here. But I still don't consider that ghosting. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not in the traditional sense.
Not a full ghost.
No. Okay, so this actually spawned something that I saw the other day. There was a TikTok user that claimed that she held a fake funeral for her ex-boyfriend so his mistress thinks he's dead. She says that
another level.
She's been keeping the lie up for the last 3 years.
I found out that he was cheating on me the whole time I was pregnant with his ex-girlfriend, and he ended up going to jail shortly after. She was messaging him trying to figure out where he was, like all confused why he wasn't talking to her. So I messaged her and told her that he was dead, and we had a fake funeral and everything. And it's been 3 years and she still thinks he's dead. And she posts little tributes every year on her Facebook page to the love of her life.
That is petty on another level.
I'm here for it because it makes me happy in a weird way.
Wow. I mean, that's one way to get rid of the other chick.
Anytime that people suffer whenever they're not good people, makes me feel so happy.
Just because she was a side chick doesn't mean she wasn't good people.
And that's true. She wasn't doing anything wrong.
Well, she was, but sometimes men, Jeff, don't tell you that they're married or they're in a relationship. So sometimes they lie. And I guess chicks do too, but that's why I've never understood the girlfriend or the wife being mad at the other lady because homeboy lied. Be mad at him.
That's what I'm saying.
Kick his ass. You can be mad at her too, but kick his ass.
Go be a country song.
Yes. Cry in your beer.
All right, one more TikTok from Cassie.
She take a sip and she wait and want to get with Lil J. After she dance on that pole, I pull my can so quick and fast when that hit the flow. Now I got 32 flavors.
All right, what do we got going on here?
Okay, so it's like, girls in their 20s at the bar trying to get guys to buy them drinks. And, she's standing there looking pretty, making sure her hair looks good, looking around like, come talk to me, come buy me a drink. And then you flash forward to the single girls in their 30s having a good ass time dancing, buying their own damn drinks and not giving a shit who's talking to them.
That's hilarious.
And I've been that 30s girl, probably not the 20s girl because I don't know, I just wasn't really like that. But I wanted to add to that, if you know me and know my going out social history, I've gotten some bills taken care of just because I don't know. I guess I'm friendly and I'm approachable and
she take my money.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is now that I'm booed up, I can go out with you and I get both of our drinks paid for. And this just happened.
Happened like a month ago.
Yeah.
We were having a nightcap at this pretty rowdy bar, and this guy comes up. I can't even remember what struck up the conversation.
Oh, I went to the bar to get us a pitcher of beer, and I had on an Ice Cube shirt, and he had on an Ice Cube shirt. And I go, hey, we're twinning. And then we were new friends. He came over to our table. He talked to you. He bought us drinks. He wasn't like creepy or coming on to me or us or anything. He was just social.
And it was more than one drink, if I recall.
It was several drinks.
Because I remember thinking, I wish I would have done what you did and is do the old shoulder toss.
Yeah, he bought us shots of Jack Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like Fireball, which I fucking hate because I'm not
gross.
20.
I don't like those cinnamon whiskeys.
It's so
Just
bad.
Give me a regular whiskey.
Well, I took the first shot. I took one of them and I thought, well, I'm going to have to go puke in this bathroom because
in this filthy fucking bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's going to happen. And when he bought another one, I pretended like I was taking it back and then I just tossed it over my shoulder in like 2 quick swoops. And I gotta tell you, I'm really glad I did. The next day was hell no matter what, but
that spot in the floor is probably the cleanest part of that bar now because it doesn't look like they ever mop or anything in there. I'm sure they do, but
there was a night where my girlfriend Kaylee and I, we went out to Britain Tavern, one of my favorite places. And I had been chatting with this fella, probably on Tinder or something, and he lived up that way and he was gonna meet us out for drinks. And Kaylee and I could put some booze away together.
Nice.
We were just sitting in a high top by ourselves, minding our own business, talking to people, drinking, singing, having a good time. And he met us and he was like, well, let me take care of your bill. And we'd been there for hours.
Yeah, go for it.
And I was like, no. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, no, you don't have to do that. He was like, no, I want to. So he insisted. So when the bill came and it was like $140 or $50, he was pretty shocked. But, he had to sack up and pay for it because then he would have looked like a real fucker.
Yeah.
So he paid for it.
Wow.
And I was like, tip our waitress really well because we really like her.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Didn't even have to put out.
And no, I really didn't. I really didn't. There was no putting out.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Bible.
I actually had somebody buy a drink for me the other night. So it is kind of the same thing. We are both booed up, but this person was just happy to be out. And it was like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to sit at a bar and talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. Can I buy you? And I was like, oh, no, that's not necessary.
Yeah, I'll have a Miller.
And make it a tall. And, then finally I was like, okay. But I understood. Like, it's just, it's nice to be out and have conversation after the last year.
Yeah. As a female, I've never gone out and expected someone to buy my drinks.
Same. But and I've never been that guy. I would go out with my friends and they were broke all the time. Well, because they spent $150, $200 at the bar buying all these bitches drinks that weren't putting out. Right. And it's like, why are you doing this?
Right.
This isn't necessary.
I'd like to know though, like, does that work for these guys that are like just throwing the money, throwing the does it work?
If you get somebody blackout drunk,
sloshed enough,
it probably works.
Wow.
Which is sad. I mean, that was never my ploy. I mean, now granted, I would drop by a drink every now and then, but I was never, drinks for the house.
I've bought drinks.
Yeah.
Like, if we're shooting the shit, you buy a drink, I'll buy a drink, or like we're friends. You and I go out and we'll go halvesies or take turns or like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't come from that, but it's been said, and it's happened single. It's happened with me and my friends, and me being the ringleader, and it's happened with me and my boyfriend. So I would say it's just me and my charming personality.
The point is, there's all these younger bitches who are wanting this, seeking this, and we know some of these people, and they're just so butthurt because it happens to you all the time.
And I don't know what to tell them.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, I'm awesome.
How does that happen all the time? I'm like, I have literally, and when I told this story at work, it was, oh my God, you have a boyfriend and you still got your drink spot. I'm like, and my boyfriends, I don't know what to tell you. I'm very charming.
Yeah, I want to see how far this can go. Maybe we can get a car or something out of it eventually.
I mean, okay.
I'll whore you out for no bad payoff.
What's that movie? Oh, it's Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore. And Decent Proposal.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's because you're young.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This guy, and this is like the height, like hotness Demi, they're married, like super in love. And this gentleman, older gentleman, offers them $1 million if he can have one night with her.
Wow.
Do you take it?
Yeah.
You take it?
Yeah.
You take the $1 million and you let me do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd even give you
fucking half?
Probably more than that.
Anyone who has $1 million.
60-40.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. Listen, most things have a price.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not married. Those people were married.
That buys
it's a movie.
us a house. That takes care of debts. That takes care of several things. It's worth it.
Does it take care of the image of other things going on in your head, though, for the
I'll
rest
just
of
do
our
copious
lives?
amounts of drugs and just try to block it out.
Okay. So Indecent Proposal is good for Jeff. Check. Okay.
By the way, it's Demi Moore, not Demi Moore.
What did I say? Demi?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that's true.
It's probably Demi. I don't know.
Speaking of a Demi, or a Demi Lovato.
That's Demi.
Yeah. I heard this on one of the podcasts we both like, Your Mom's House. I guess that she went into a yogurt shop. I'm trying to remember the story. This is just so off the cuff. She noticed that they had not just low fat and healthier options. They had all these other tempting, delicious, full fat things. And she said it was they need to be canceled because they're trying to hurt the diet culture or something like that. And I was like, I want to like Demi Lovato so much. She's so talented. Of the pop singers, I'm an old guy. I've never been a big pop fan, but I think she's one of the most talented out there. But man, I just have a hard time liking her because she's so woke.
She's boiling over with nonsense is what she is.
I know. I really liked it because she's a child star, and I thought, man, she got over her addictions. She fell off. She seemed down to earth, but at the end of the day, she's a child star.
She did like a PSA or something for wanting to cancel gender reveals, and like
I want to cancel those. Those are fucking dumb.
That's because you're a dude. Who gives a shit?
People have died doing those stupid fucking things.
Okay, let's take that out of. People have died doing a lot of stupid things. Let's take the fact that you're a dude out of it. She wants to cancel it because she thinks you're not allowing your unborn baby to choose their gender. Right.
Jesus.
To choose their gender.
I'm going to be so happy when this is not a focus.
I mean, you do whatever makes you happy. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, I don't care. But you're talking about a fetus. And I don't know. Listen, I'm old. I'm not necessarily set in my ways. I accept all the people of all the whatevers. But for fuck's sake, it's a baby party.
I do enjoy watching the ones that go wrong. Whatever the guy, all right, throw me a pitch. I'm going to hit the baseball, and it's either going to be pink or blue, and then we'll know what the baby. And he just whiffs, and it just falls into the dirt. And all then, that wait, anticipation. And somebody brought up a good point. It's a good idea to just get together, get drunk, yada, yada, yada. It's like, you can do that without the pink or the blue, whatever. And it's gotta be not fun for the pregnant woman because she's there.
I disagree.
Not drinking, having to be discomfort because she is pregnant.
I disagree. I've seen some things and they look like they're pretty excited, especially if one one wants a boy, one wants a girl, and then like, oh God, it's a girl. And I'm so happy, and I think it's cute.
The dads that lose their mind whenever they find out it's going to be a girl or something.
Yeah, because they're on number 7. Let's just try for one more. Let's try for a boy. Like, and I got to tell you, Stan, it's your boys that are giving us boys. You're the deciding factor. Sperm is the deciding factor in your gender.
Right.
I mean, it's XX or XY.
I just love them failing because for some reason it bothers me so much. I think it's because it's one of those, if the aliens are here, if the aliens are...
Oh, they hate us.
Yeah, and they're just watching this thinking, these dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Something I did want to bring up quickly. This is pretty fucked up. You know Chernobyl?
Yes.
Okay, so they had the nuclear meltdown, which happened, the nuclear disaster that happened in 1986. And now there is a Chernobyl spirit company. They just had their first bottles of artisanal spirit made by using apples grown near the Chernobyl power plant. And those have been seized, thank God, by the Ukrainian authorities.
Oh, so when you said spirit, I wasn't thinking booze. Booze?
Yeah.
No.
From apples grown near the location of where this happened. And yes, it was 1986, but not good. Chernobyl Spirit Company said 1,500 bottles of the atomic alcoholic drink were confiscated on March 19th and taken to the prosecutor's office. Officers took the shipment from a truck at a distillery. Producers say is Chernobyl's first consumer product since the 1986 nuclear disaster. So
how about no?
Looking at this, atomic apple spirit, a drink like those traditionally, drink like those who died of radioactive poisoning.
I want to know the proof.
Oh, it's got to be probably pretty high. It's like a moonshine, I believe. And so I think it's kind of a grain liquor. Maybe not grain, but...
I'm going to pass.
What?
I don't want anything to drink from that.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
I
like a good buzz, but damn.
Especially, it's bad timing. I mean, obviously, they didn't just do this. It takes time. But especially right now around Chernobyl, all I did was Google Chernobyl and news, and all this is coming up. Evidence of nuclear fission detected at Chernobyl. See, this is still going on. Chernobyl heating up again. Scientists aren't sure why. Nuclear reactions found smoldering at Chernobyl like embers in a barbecue.
Yeah,
This is still brewing. I watched a documentary a couple of years ago. They were just trying to put a shell over the top of this thing, but
like biodome.
Yeah, it's not even. I mean, this is a huge disaster that's still happening today, and it's been well over 30 years.
Who knew? Well, I didn't know. That just shows you how much I'm not.
And I feel for all those pets, the dogs. That I read that the Ukraine's one of the armies, they are kind of taking care of these dogs. You know, just at least feeding them. It's sad. And you think about that. They packed up and left, and back in 1986, dogs they were part of the family, but it wasn't like it is today, and so a lot of them got left behind.
Oh my God, that breaks my heart.
Well, how about I do something that'll make you feel a little bit better? Yeah, you're almost in tears over there.
I don't like that.
Well, I'm going to bring you right back up. You're going to like these feel-good stories that we have this week.
I better.
Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
All right, we'll start with this one. An Idaho lineman rescued a cat, which, by the way, they need to change the word lineman. I know it's been around forever.
Because you think about football.
I always think of a football player, like rescued a cat. Like, wow, that's amazing. Did he do it while he's blocking a defender?
Stupid.
An Idaho lineman rescued a cat from a power line, and a guy on the ground did a play-by-play of all the action.
So right now, he's just got to gain his confidence. Cat sees him as a friend now. So the cat develops a little trust in him, and to where the cat's not going to jump. It's a successful save. And there you have it.
How great is that?
Oh, kitty. I'm always worried when I leave my patio door open. I live on the 3rd floor. It's not that big of a deal. The cats go there, like... Reggie will stick his head and half of his body fully through the rail.
It makes me nervous too, but I don't think they'll jump, but it's like you never know. And also something could spook them and they could just slide off. I mean, I think they would survive the fall just fine. They're cats, and it is only the 3rd
after
floor.
The fall.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, where do I go? And if you're not there or something,
oh God,
it's like,
Well, I don't leave it open when I'm not there. But
Oh, that's good.
When I am. No, because I don't trust that.
All right, one more feel good, and this one is animal related too. A stolen dog was retrieved after a news crew in Boston spotted the dog and the suspect while shooting at the location of the crime.
He was just barking in the car, and I walked past the car, and I realized I thought it was supposed to be dog walking. It wasn't a kidnapping, it was just a simple mistake.
You didn't think to call the number on the tag?
I did, but then I tried using one phone, the phone was broken, and I just...
Hey, dispatcher, this is Juliana over at 7 News. I actually have the dog Titus and the man who said it was an accident that he took the dog with me right now.
I'm just glad that the person came back, and I'm glad that you guys were there.
So he stole the dog,
Yeah.
was being interviewed by the news, and she realized that this is the dog and you fucking took him?
Yeah, isn't that something?
I'll kill you if you take my animal. Like, oh.
I lied. I have one more feel good because I thought this was just too adorable. A family in Virginia couldn't afford their puppy's $700 vet bill when it came down with a virus, but their 8-year-old son loves the puppy, so he took matter into his own hands and set up a booth on the side of the road to sell all of his Pokemon cards.
Oh.
His mom shared a photo of them in action, and also that people donated over $1,900 on GoFundMe.
He wasn't coming out of his cage and being the normal puppy that he usually is. Just not doing good.
Made me kind of sad because usually my brother and my sister play together, so I usually get one play of him.
I get a text message with a picture of him selling his Pokemon cards.
So I just decided to sell them. I made $65 the first night before anybody knew. I was so happy because I wanted to get him back.
Okay, so I generally hate the phrase like faith in humanity restored, but that does show you that people are still inherently good.
$1,900.
And will donate, you know.
Now they have time. Now they have the money to get him any additional care.
Aww.
Maybe speed up with the rehab process. It's so
That's
amazing.
sweet.
Man.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you so much for checking out episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate it. And again, sorry if we sounded tired or rushed or...
But we are.
Yeah. Got to get out of here. But hey, we appreciate the support. We appreciate you telling your friends, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We encourage you to like, share, comment, support this in any way you can, subscribe, wherever you listen to this podcast, rate and review. And as we've said, you can actually support this podcast for as low as 99 cents a month. There's a couple options, I think up to $10 a month, but anything is going to help grow and maybe make the quality of this podcast even better down the road.
I like quality.
Also, at the Jeff and Cassie Show on Instagram and Facebook, you can leave us a voicemail, 317-426-9705, and it is the Jeff and Cassie Show at gmail.com if you're more of an emailer.
Just send a message. If someone doesn't call, listen, I'm getting pissed.
317-426-9705. Anything that you want to share with us, whether it's video, something you think is funny, a comment about the show, hey, we're welcome to all and above.
Yeah, Stephanie, if you want to call in and back up the fact that I figured out those damn jokes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually be able to do a successful segment next week of Cassie and her superpower of figuring out jokes before the punchline.
Bro, okay, cool.
Love you, Cassie.
I love you, Jeffy. Bye.